there was speculation. Reign Dissick is Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick's child. He's 10 now, born in 2015.
I remember that there was a rumor back in the day, because you remember those old pictures with Justin Bieber and Kourtney.
I kind of put some info about those in here, so I do remember that era.
So that era happened, and nobody really thought anything of it. People were jealous. Little girls were like, Kourtney Kardashian's taking my man. But nobody really thought anything of it at the time. And then Kourtney ends up with a baby.
Yes, and her and Scott get back together. Well, Alabama has joined the party. So we discussed whatever we were talking about, the Alabama and Bad Baby beef. Like, imagine being one of the Kardashians and like you've got Alabama in your household, who is Travis Barker's daughter, like in the same house, like beefing with people on Instagram Live.
Yes.
Like,
have you seen the stuff about her permanently just getting ready? She's just always permanently getting ready.
No.
She
that
is always in her like jammies and halfway done with her makeup. Always.
It's like she's stuck in a loop. Well, Alabama was on Instagram Live, and her 10-year-old little brother, Reign, responded to a random viewer's comment that he saw on Live. And in the live, Reign can be heard saying, "No, he's not, bro. I swear, Justin Bieber is not my dad. Scotty is my dad." And I didn't watch the live, so I don't know in what tone that was said. It just made me laugh. And he said, "I don't know how old my mom was, but I think Justin Bieber was 16 when I got born. I don't think my mom would do that."
Where's Reign, your dad? No, he's not. Bro, I swear, Justin Bieber's not my dad. Scotty is my dad. I think Justin Bieber was 16 when I got born. Yeah, I don't think my mom would do that.
It's just such a quote from a 10-year-old. And like, imagining Kourtney Kardashian's 10-year-old child having free reign, if you will, on Instagram Live to respond to viewers' comments. That's got to be bad for the
They are hurting because Chris keeps that PR on lock.
Yeah, like Alabama is their biggest liability.
So, now if something happens to her, if she disappears somewhere, we know it was Kris Jenner.
Yeah. Well, Justin Bieber was not 16 whenever Reign was born, but there was a quote from a UK media article that came out that said, "Kourtney Kardashian is said to be livid that her son Reign addressed a bizarre conspiracy theory that his biological father is Justin Bieber and not Scott Disick. Fans have speculated for 10 years about his true paternity, but they were left shocked when Reign addressed the rumors himself on Instagram."
It's like they've kept it hush-hush all this time and just not mentioned it. And then all of a sudden Reign's like, "Nah, Justin's not my daddy. Yeah. My daddy's Scotty Scott."
Yeah. And you just got like this like completely different personality of Alabama Barker on Instagram Live, like just airing out the family like just giving a 10-year-old the ability to say anything on the internet. Like, I think I like read more about that article. She said that she never talked to Reign about the rumors, and she would imagine this is the first time he had ever heard them. But apparently she was really upset because she doesn't want her 10-year-old like addressing any crazy conspiracies, because like he is very liable to like get them into a lot of trouble, or there's obviously a lot of headlines about this news now, and like he's only a 10-year-old, so like it's quite crazy that like it's gonna catch the news the way that it will. But Justin Bieber and Kourtney Kardashian were off and on hooking up for months in 2015, and at the time Justin Bieber was 21 and Kourtney was 36.
Okay,
so if you do look at Reign,
like you can see where people would have this theory.
I could see it being either of their child, honestly. But
you can make your brain see what you want it to, though.
Scott Disick and Justin Bieber aren't that different looking, though. So, I mean, if you really look at, if I think about Scott Disick's face, Justin Bieber could look very similar to him in 20 years, you know?
Yeah, and like I said, you can make your brain, if you want to see that Reign looks like Justin, you'll see that.
Yeah.
If you want to see, I could think of someone else that doesn't even look like Justin or Scott, and I could be like, oh, that's actually Reign's dad, and if my brain wants to see it, I could make it morph and make it happen, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't it interesting, though, to think about how Kourtney was hooking up with Justin when he was 21 and she was 36.
And he had hooked up with Kendall Jenner at that point.
Yeah. And I remember a long time ago, there was speculation. This one wasn't true. It was just a picture of him and Kim on the beach. Like, and Justin was actually like 16 or something.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that one was not true. But
why were y'all hanging out?
Yeah.
But there was this, it's one of my favorite, like, images. It's like Justin Bieber and Kris Jenner. And he tagged the Kardashians, like, in his Instagram caption and said, "Who's your daddy?"
That's so funny.
I know. Like, I hate that he was, like, exploited in a way whenever he was a child, but some of the humor that came out of that, like, he played into it, and it was hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I know, too, it's a little, like, a double standard to be saying, like, isn't it crazy Kourtney Kardashian at 36 was hooking up with him at 21, because men do that kind of thing all the time.
Yeah, but I will say I think that's gross too.
Yeah, I think it's both gross. And I just can't imagine. I'm not even in my 30s yet, and I can't imagine being with a 21-year-old.
No.
No. Would never happen with me. Never.
I'm sorry.
Why is that thought so funny?
You're like, that could never be me.
Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm Alyssa.
And you just watched a clip from Glitter Gel Pen.
We upload new episodes every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And we also upload clips like the one you just watched 3 times a week.
Subscribe for more.